Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfside channel. Today with a very special topic, very special as always, is Morin Khur viable? And yeah, that is a very good question by the way. And I got that asked from time to time. So yeah, Morin Khur is here. And very close to Morin Khur is Toxai when you're riding around this wood bridge and whatever stuff. And you can get to Toxai. And these both towns are very close to each other, but far away from everybody else. I mean, just to compare that, if I want to ride from Morin Khur to somewhere, I don't know, maybe the Moki area or something like that, they have to go this way. So yeah, it's one of the towns where if you're living somewhere else, this is a long ride. But beside the sewers that are directly under the city where you can farm very good, it's close to a spider dungeon. And yeah, a lot of people making that spider dungeon actually. And the other ones are, for example, transporting stuff to Etherium or to Furry. Yeah. But the most interesting thing about Morin Khur is not, of course, it's a long way to other cities. It's close range to the Tephra crater, because the Tephra crater is one of the things that is the most important thing about the whole game is Tephra. And the Tephra is really hard to get because it's the only region there. So the closest town to Tephra with guarded guards, with guards that kill criminals and stuff like that, is Morin Khur. No shit. That's why for a lot of people, I mean a lot of people, Morin Khur is the main capital city of the whole game, because it's so close to the endgame material Tephra. It's so close to the endgame material, and it's so close to the endgame in general. So that is why some positionings around the map of some guilds is very important. But yeah, in general, Morin Khur is a very great city, even for starters. It also depends on your personal preferences, by the way. It's every time you start in a new town. But the main thing about Morin Khur is you can't go from A to B inside the city without a horse. It's driving you crazy. If you're all the time you're playing in Morin Khur, you need a horse. That is because the city is so big that you need from A to B often a horse. I mean, if you compare it to Furry is the densest city in Mortal Online 2. So if you compare this really huge city to Furry, you won't be so lucky anymore. But the main thing is it's so close to the end game territory that a lot of people are actually playing there. Not all, of course, but a lot of people. And the main thing about Morin Khur is its location. Because the location, fasten your seatbelts, fucking matter a lot. Yeah, I mean, Etherium was meant to be the capital city of the whole continent, and was meant to be the center of the whole map, and the main harbor, and the main city, and the whatever stuff. But if you compare it now to Morin Khur, Etherium tastes like shit. And the problem with that is the closest range to the end game. And the end game for a lot of people are the end game materials, by the way. And the end game materials is also the place where the end game gameplay takes place. So people who are there for years and years and years are only fighting about the end game materials, are only fighting about their top peak of stuff. And this is exactly the north. The north is the end game, and not the north exactly, all the north, but the northeast is the end game, because the only two operations that you need in order to make Cronut or Tanksil are in the northeast. So that is why the northeast is the only end game material location on the map. And I'm not saying that this is bad. This is actually pretty good, because people fight for that location like hell. And yeah, we are also involved into fighting there like hell since over 3 years. And finally we claimed that territory for us with our alliance. And no, we will not go anywhere. We will keep that territory until we fucking die. And that is exactly why Morin Khur is such a unique key point on the map. Not only for the guilds who are I don't know, fighting for endgame content, but in general, if we have the rest of the map, really listen to my words. If we have the rest of the map, we have Nordfeld, we have Saduka, we have Lukia, we have all the other continents out there with Harabalta and stuff like that, then it's changed a lot. It's changed a lot. But currently, for the next years, the next 5 years, for maybe when Saduka will come out in the next 3 or 5 years or something like that, and even after that, the most significant place to be in currently is the northeast of the map. And this is exactly what people motivates and what people are driving for. This exclusiveness to the northeast of the map. Now a lot of people would argue, for example, like, oh, this is a unique selling point for Morin Khur or the cave camp. The cave camp has no guards, by the way. And yeah, it actually is because Morin Khur, for a starting person, for a noob that came directly from Haven to the real world, to Mirrorland, he has huge problems there because he needs 3 times more in Morin Khur than in every other location on the map. Even if you spawn in Tinroom, even if you spawn somewhere else, you need 3 times more for every shit you do. Because as a starting person, you don't know where you're getting horses from, you don't know where to get stuff from, and it's not dense enough. Morin Khur is not dense enough, in my personal opinion, to be a viable city in any way. So if you ask me personally, I would say fucking remove Morin Khur and make it a dense, good city, and remove the widespread of the city, the nonsense widespread of the city, because it's not convenient. It's really not convenient. It's a shit city. If you compare it to any other city model online, it's close to Tinroom, but it's also a very shit city compared to the densiveness and the stuff when you need something to go from A to B. It's a nightmare. But a lot of people actually playing there, and you know what? Because of the reasons I said earlier. Would I recommend Morin Khur for starters? Definitely no. I would only recommend Morin Khur for starters if you have a guild already ready for you. If you are starting the game and you're a new player and you don't know where to go, don't start the Morin Khur, seriously not. But if you have a guild already ready, going into the real game and discovering the real game, and you have a guild there that can cover you, for example, that can cover you in terms of, hey, learn shit in Morin Khur, and then after that go to us and we will prepare you for the hardcore PvP endgame, whatever, then it's okay. But for a new player who want to play, for example, playing solo, playing in a very small guild, or playing, I don't know, just for the lols, don't start in Morin Khur. Really start everywhere else, even Moki, start in Gold Core, whatever, start wherever, but not in Morin Khur. Because this town really grinds on your desperation to success. It really grinds you down on your depravity of demotivation. I can't even say the words because it's so widespread, and that is the huge problem why a lot of people have a huge problem about Morin Khur. And that is not only because of the game, this is also because of the human nature about getting shit done, doing shit, and taking the time to do shit. And compare Morin Khur with all the other towns on the map to getting from A to B, getting from that window to that window and stuff like that. It's a nightmare. Even getting horses there is, compared to any other town, they're pure shit. But yeah, that is just my opinion about Morin Khur. I mean, your opinion can of course a lot differ. And that is why it's important that you maybe leave a like and subscribe. Would be really awesome, by the way. And yeah, maybe ring the bell. So special thanks to all these supporters, of course. Carmel, Professor Lukario, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Cologne, Bulldog, Giovanni, Vargas, RealMadWurst, greater, you know the others, of course. And yeah, don't forget to make party soft, party hard. And see you all next time. Goodbye.